Yo, 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 can you guys hear me? What's going on? Oh shit, I need to get chat up, don't I? Twitch.tv/sniperdoofus. Get up, chat. Alright. So, I've got chat up, and yeah, we're ready to go. So, if you guys if you guys haven't been here before, I'm Sniper Doofus, and all I do is I just go through the charts and I kind of look at some trades that I might be expecting to enter in on during the week as I try to complete a $100,000 challenge. And if you want to know more about that, just check on my YouTube. The link will be on my page somewhere. But just like a quick talk about that, this whole week really, a lot of the pairs that I've been trading have been like in between two key levels, really, something similar to this. So there hasn't actually been like any trades really that I've been looking for. And we can see straight away here that it's in between these two key levels. And really all I'm looking for in my whole basic like trading strategy is either break and retest like this, or a few break and retests coming down like this, right? And then with the fib, you know, I kind of just want my fib to be like, oh, that's not my fib, whoops. With my fib, I kind of just want that to be like here, up to here, have that key level kind of on that 0.5 to 0.6 area and just enter on those trades. But you can see here that based off of like the 1 hour time frame and the key levels that I draw up, kind of on the 4 hour, but I look for my entries on that 1 hour. I can't really see any good trading setups. So like same thing here, right? I can kind of see like this level here is just being tested over and over, but there hasn't really been any clear break and retest in terms of like structure that we're seeing, and therefore like I really just have no trades on this pair. And looking into like the future, if there's a break of these lows down here or these highs up here, that's when I'll be looking to trade on these pairs here. But as you guys can see right now, it's not looking too good. So this is like the first time in a long time where I haven't actually taken a trade for about a week, and you know, it is what it is. Here I'm actually looking in for a buy. Wait, based off of this here, I'm looking for a buy. But if I zoom out and I take a quick look pre-COVID, oh, so this has just been tanking for ages. It looks like it's hit its lowest lows again. So what I'm going to be expecting is to just see it kind of bounce back up. So this here could actually be a good sign to buy in, just on that on this pair coming back up, because like these are the lowest it's ever been for a long time. Like even pre-COVID it wasn't this low. So you know, I kind of might be looking for a little trade on this pair this week. So let me just mark that up in red. There we go. And we'll just like quickly head on to the next pair. Alright, so here, as I was like if I zoom this here, it's not really on a key level that I've marked up. Maybe I should make it a bit more accurate. Like something here, this actually could have been a possible trade. Like if I were to use this high up here and this low down here, I can actually see that it ends up coming above that 0.6, even though it's on the key level. Because that key level isn't in between my 0.5 to 0.6, then I wouldn't actually enter in on it. So like here, I wouldn't have entered in, but potentially in the future, as this trade would be still going, it might actually still hit my take profit. But it's really just those little changes and like differences in your trading plan that make the most like profits, you know? Alright, so here I'm just going to look to mark up kind of some more key levels. This one here just looks a bit more relevant, so I'm going to just move it like that. So here, what I'm looking at is I can just see here it's kind of in this continuous uptrend. So a good little area I'll be looking for a break would just be up here. So because I'm looking for a break here, I'm going to just put a notification there, as well as this one here. I'm going to just mark up this this little resistance support level, previous support level, and I want to see a break and retest and start rejecting and then actually entering on that buy there. So as we take a look at GBP USD here, I'm gonna just zoom out again. We can kind of see that it's still within this range here, but it did actually drop a bit below, but overall it's kind of just been in this range for a minute. So, you know, like once again, as I was saying at the start of the video, right, or at the start of the stream, it's just how a lot of pairs this week have really just been ranging, and I don't really trade like ranges. I only trade clear trends and then just a break and retest during that trend. So like, that's why here I haven't really been trading, as if we like look from here, well, if we look from like this whole section here, there's not really too much of a trend, right? It's just ranging. So like here, I'm not really looking in for a trade. And yeah, it's like that simple really. This pair here is actually in a good uptrend. It's been in an uptrend for a while now. So I was just drinking some water. And actually I may have missed a trade here. So if I just take a look here, use my fib from this low down here up to this high point here, we can see that this key level is kind of in between that 0.6, and if there was an entry on that 0.6, which there is, I can see right here on that 0.6, there would have been a good entry, probably over here, this one here, after seeing that rejection there, would be a nice area to enter in on. Target these highs, set your stop loss at that 0.7 area, and you can see there, you can kind of have that pretty good risk reward ratio, just short of a 3 risk reward ratio. And right now, if you close it, you'd still be at about a 1.5 risk reward ratio. So, you know, that's like basically my whole trading strategy. And here it simply just looks like I've missed out on one. But you know, there's heaps of like trading opportunities and stuff like that. So here, I'm gonna just mark this up here, right? Just as simple as that. And I'm gonna just put in another notification. Because you know, like in trading, it's not like you need to work at like a 9-to-5 job where you need every single hour to get paid, right? In trading, you can literally take one trade, and if you're trading 100K, then if you get one good trade, you make 6 grand. That's enough for the month. Any other trades that come up within that month is like a bonus. And even then, maybe 1 month you have a great month, you make 18,000. Second month, so that's just 3 good trades, right? And then in the second month or whatever, you make $0. It still doesn't matter. You still made almost 10 grand a month, even though you made all that money in 1 month. That's like a mindset that is kind of difficult to change, and something when I first started was really difficult to process in my head. But yeah. All right. So here I'm just marking up the resistance and support. But once again, you guys can literally see just what I mean by it's simply just been ranging, right? Like here, what is this? This is just going sideways. There's a range, and when's this been? Since the 8th of March. Literally, since the start of the week, it's just been in that range. So, but I'm looking kind of for it to break these highs up here. So because of that, I'm gonna just mark that. If it goes over, then that's when I can keep a closer eye on it. And actually, I'm going to the gym soon, so pretty excited for that. And as you guys can see right now, it's like 10:37 p.m. So I'm gonna hit the gym pretty late. Then tomorrow, I'm gonna edit and I'm gonna get that weekly recap out, even though there isn't actually any trading on it. You know, it's just like what I've been doing and stuff like that. And yeah, so we'll just continue on here. I can finally see a trend developing. Whoops. Oh no. So here I can finally see that there's a little trend forming, right? It's clearly in this downtrend. So because I traded a head and shoulders, you can see this pattern. So right now I'm gonna delete that. You can also see this notification, but I'm not really looking to enter in on a buy from this point, right? Because right now it's in this downtrend, so I want to trade with this direction. So if it's going down, then that's when you're looking for a short position, right? You want to trade with this trend. But if it's going in an uptrend, if this pair is going up like this, oh, there's already an arrow there. If it's going up like this point here between this side, then that's when you kind of want to enter in on a buy, because that's where you can trade with the trend, and you can see you've probably got a higher chance of like making more money here, if you know what I mean. But as I look into some areas, like here I can see that it's testing this point of resistance. So actually a good area for me to look for an entry on is right around here. And this is just going by the naked eye, but possibly it kind of looks like a 0.61 area. So if I were to use this high up here, oh, can I select the tool? Thanks. From that high down to this low, I can kind of see here that based off of these fib levels, that this key level is in between the 0.5 to 0.6, and an entry right around this 0.5 area, like basically up here, would be pretty good, and I'd be happy with that, and I'd be pretty confident in this trade that this is going to continue heading down. So I'm gonna actually mark this up as well. And I just like marking up my trades in different colors because I pay for premium on TradingView, because it's like TradingView makes me money by analyzing the stocks, and so with the profits I make, I just use it to invest in this platform, just get rid of ads, etc. And like I can just have a nicer experience trading. Like I can bring up 4 charts and all that sort of stuff, you know. So we'll take a look here on this pair. It's kind of been tanking, not like severely tanking or anything, but from this point here, it's kind of been in this consistent downtrend. But none of these like corrections in this downtrend have been at like a 0.5 level that I would expect. Like here, like I can see this here dips a bit below, and then let's just see. We'll just see. From this high down to this low, I can see that it doesn't even hit that 0.5 level, so I'm not trading that. This one here looks a bit better though. So from this high up here down to this low, I can see that here, this here could have been tradable, but yeah, this could have simply been tradable, and it's simply just a mistake on my behalf. But because of I can see that there is this new level down here, I'm gonna just mark this up here, and because I'll be looking, because I can see that it's kind of been in this downtrend for a minute from this point down to this point, I'm just going to set my notification down here and see if there's a break of this structure. All right, taking a look here at, I'm gonna just move this up to there. Taking a look at Euro JPY here, I'm just moving up my key level here just to make it more relevant in terms of just to move it to a more recent key level, which I can see here it's a bit of resistance, and here it does become a support, as well as it being pretty strong resistance point over here for a few hours. So because it's in this uptrend here, just marking up this point of resistance, bang, setting a notification. Marking it, not really marking it up actually, because it doesn't look like it has a clear trade right now, but it'd have to break something like this and then come back, and that's when I'll be looking for my entry. So it's not really a trade straight away that I would take. So taking a look here, it's kind of in this clear downtrend, and we'll just see like how it's looking with the fib, right? So I'd use this high up here, and I'd come all the way down to the lowest point, and I can see that my key level isn't actually on in between this 0.5 to 0.6, so that there automatically is out of my trading ideas, and I'm simply just not even going to trade that. So taking a look here, I know like EuroCAD has also been dropping for ages, as you can see with this like really long downwards arrow. So this here could actually be a possible trade setup that we could be looking for. So because I think that it might be a trading setup, I'm just going to have a deeper look into it. So here I'm going to use my fib from this high point. down to this low point, and I can see that there might be a potential entry right at this previous area over here. So what I'm gonna do is set a notification for there, and then if it does come back up to here, I'll be looking in for a sell opportunity. Once again, just trading with the trend, right? This downtrend here, sell, trade with the trend, enter in on that 0.5 and just go with the trend. Here, 2.8 risk reward ratio, you're risking 2% of 100,000, that's 2 grand, times that by 2, that's 4 grand, a bit over. You're probably making around 4.4k off of this one trade. Like, let's just see real quick. 2,000 times that by 2.18. There we go. You can see off of this one trade, you could make $4,360 if it goes well, you know. So now here, taking a look at 80 USD, it's still pretty choppy. This actually looks like a decent trade idea. So like here, if I use fib from that high down to this low, I can see that an entry on that 0.5 area would have been a good entry point to target these lows, and it did hit. So that would have been a good trade to have actually entered in on, but unfortunately, you know, I didn't enter in because according to like this book that I have, this logbook that I have, 80 USD is not extremely profitable for me, and I think that's just because I have too much like emotions, etc., into this pair. Just because like I'm from Australia, so I try and act as if like I know what's gonna happen and stuff, and then so I go in with this biased mindset when I need to take a look at it more objectively and whatnot. But yeah, as you guys can see, that trade there would have been good. I'm just gonna move this key level because I can still see that it's a bit of a support level there, support, then resistance, 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 so it still looks decent. But like here, it's not really in a good area to trade right now. You'd want to see a break of these lows, but it would be even better and probably the best if we saw a break of this level here. But with that said, guys, that's really just going to be it for the week for my live analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed. My Tesla stocks have just tanked, but it's actually gone back up quite a bit, back up to 700, which is pretty good. And yeah, with that said, guys, I'll see you next week. See ya.